Okay, so the last time I made bracelets, I had you know, my one shelf.
Mhm.
I had it over here where my music is now. You know you know how my room is set up, right?
Mhm.
But now it's behind my bed, and I'm trying to make a bracelet, and I always make bracelets on that shelf. I don't know what to do.
I'm not much help.
I mean, obviously I could like use my bookshelf.
Dude, my average rating for the month is over 4.1. What is this?
I'm so proud of you. Hold on, let's
What?
go look at mine. Let's go look at mine.
It's much higher than mine. Tell you that much.
I really need to read today, though. I need to at least read 3 chapters of Red, White, and Royal Blue, because there's 6 chapters left.
Dude, the way that I have this graph of like how many books I read each month on my stats thing that I have, and it only goes up to 15, and I think I've read 15 books this month. So it's just like I don't know what to do. I've read 13 books this month.
Guess what my rating is for this month?
What?
4.83.
I hate you.
I rated 10 books 5 stars.
Guys, I have rated a total of 9 books 5 stars this whole entire year so far. So a third of the books that I've rated 5 stars have just been in this month. And half the books that I've rated 4.5 stars this year have just been this month. Just to tell you how wild this is. And I think most of the 5 stars I've read are rereads.
I have to read 2 more books to get to 15, but honestly, I want to fill up my tracker. Because, like, you know how I filled up the 1 tracker already? I want to fill up another so bad, but I don't think I can pull it off.
Maybe be able to. I'm also at 15. Or 13, not 15. I'm also at 13.
Damn, I've really got to read books now, huh? You're catching up to me.
I know.
That's not fair.
I'm going to read a whole other one today, too.
Which one?
Song of Achilles.
Oh, fucking
that's
hell.
Tomorrow's vlog. To give you an idea of how badly my average ratings are, my highest average rating this year before this month was in January at 3.54. And then February was 2.9. And March was 3.29. April was 3.32, and so was May. So, before this month, the highest I have had was 3.5. Why?
I don't know, but I need to tell you that this is the 2nd day in a row that I had to stop in the middle of a creepypasta to answer your call.
Thank you for your sacrifices.
Oh, I've heard this one before, so it's fine.
You
want to hear about it?
No.
Okay.
Well. I was never into creepypasta.
Oh, obviously I was. You know the type of person I am.
Dude, I'm mentally making a list of books to do for October, for Spooky Month, for the podcast, because, like, you were like, oh, we should do this again in October, and then I went, okay.
I should make you listen to creepypasta.
Remember last year when I tried to get me to watch Coraline, and I was like, no?
Yeah, when are we watching Coraline?
Never.
Why?
Because I don't want to watch it.
Why not? Does it look scary to you?
No, I just don't. It doesn't intrigue me at all.
Well, I know some people are scared of it, though. It never scared me as a child, so.
Well, you have issues, so.
Thanks.
I'm keeping that in.
You're not wrong, but, like, thanks.
You're welcome. What if I clip that?
I need to edit the clips of all the ones you sent me.
I know you do. And that can be after the chaos that is June's job. I got distracted with some dog bones.
Well, that's reasonable.
welcome to a podcast where my fan will be going the whole time, because it's humid as fuck, but, like, it's not an issue, because the whole entire last episode, my computer fan was on the whole time, and it was so loud in the background, so it's fine. It's fine. AKA the Fish and Flower Podcast. I'm Flower, aka Rose. My fun fact of the day is technically not a Rose lore fact, it's a Bella lore fact, but she's my baby, so, like, you know, it's just an extension of me, right? And it's not about the fact that she has 24 dog bones. Dogs. You ready for the Bella lore?
Yes.
Bella likes to try and eat butterflies.
No. No.
If you walk her, especially this time of year when the butterflies are full on out, when you walk her, there will be butterflies around the side of the road, and, because we live in the woods, and she will try to eat them as they fly past her.
Bella dog.
Yeah.
Please, Bella dog. Please.
It's real fun when you remember I really love butterflies.
Protect the butterflies, bestie. Who cares about the Bella dog wanting to eat them?
She has
Protect
never once single caught a butterfly, but she still tries to eat them.
Okay, that's kind of cute. She's never was caught, but she still tries.
She still tries. Yeah,
she's so
not,
real.
like, even trying hard. It's just like when they go past her face, she'll be like, "Huh?" But then she'll miss, and then she'll just watch it go away, and then she'll just move on with her life.
Real.
It's kind of cute, but also kind of unnerving at the same time. Which is, like, very much my dog.
Yes.
I just almost drank sunscreen. I went to pick up my water, and I almost grabbed the sunscreen instead.
Please don't drink sunscreen. I think that's toxic.
Probably.
PSA, everybody. Don't eat sunscreen.
Yes, that's the PSA everyone needs. I mean, I don't know. There was a time when people were trying to eat Tide Pods, so, you know, maybe it is PSA everyone needs.
Well, I never had Tide Pods, so... And I'm not stupid enough to eat Tide Pods. I'm allergic to Tide. That was a tangent.
We only used to do them because, Tide has, like, this really good or this super strong version for, like, if you're sportsy and whatnot, and Pearl used to do, like, 3 different sports. So,
Are you sure your sister's not gay? Because the more you tell me about your sister, I'm like,
5 finals and a baseball tee. She does, construction.
She does housework for fun, even though she's technically getting $3,000, even though it's, okay, sure, bestie.
Yeah.
Sure, bestie. Why is your sister gayer than I am?
She did soccer, and she did cross country. She also did skiing. She did swimming, and she did rock climbing.
That's gay! What the fuck?
I did rock climbing too. That's the gayest shit
but, like, I've ever heard. Rock climbing is gay.
Yeah.
Soccer is, like, the combination of soccer, cross country, and that's gay. Is your sister? I mean,
she says she's straight. I'll take her word for it. Even though she is the gayest straight I have ever met, she acts like a lesbian. Literally, we have lesbian friends who are like, "Are you sure?" You act like
all the residential lesbians you're like, is your sister sure?
Honestly, I mean, she did give me flannels, so now she has less flannels than me. So, you know, it's fine.
It evens out. Not even. I mean, that's a lie. It does not even out.
It does not even out
at all.
But no, there's a literal lesbian romance coming out later this year about soccer. Like, it's a soccer sports lesbian romance. I've told you about it like 6 different times.
Yes.
I have it from NetGalley. You know that place.
Shut the fuck up.
You're the one that instantly stopped using NetGalley after 5 minutes. It's not my fault.
I had a breakdown and panicked and deleted my account.
That's me constantly this week. So that's fine. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, because it's been like 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah, we've been
my name
for
is
20 minutes
Fish.
Already.
My name is Fish, aka Stingray. Still either way to fucking fish, ain't it? And my my information for today is I'm making a friendship bracelet, like a fabric one.
Who are you making this one for?
My friend.
That's
I'm
so
not because she
descriptive.
has no, because she has like a very specific name that's like based in her culture, but people made fun of her for it so much that she's still to this day going by a different name, and it pisses me off so fucking much.
So people are the worst. Got it.
But I haven't seen her since I was like 13.
Okay, yeah, okay.
And I just felt like making her a bracelet, so I'm making her a bracelet.
I assumed that's what you were making it for, because you mentioned that you guys were gonna hang out soon. So.
Yeah, on Sunday. I'm going out of my house and hanging out with people.
I know, you're leaving your house and I'm going to be home because my mom's not going to be home. I'm going to be all by myself. What am I going to do the whole day without you? I was like, I'm not
going to be gone the whole day. We can talk in the morning.
True, we can talk in the morning. But, like, that would require you to wake up.
Oh, I have to wake up to get ready anyways.
I love that for you. Have fun with that.
It means I have to go to fuck to sleep. What the fuck is that?
You don't know.
I went to bed at, like, I tried to go to bed at, like, almost 1 last night because I was tired, and I didn't go to sleep till, like, 2. And then I set an alarm for, like, 9, and then I didn't get up till 11. I heard false god. I was like, no, absolutely not.
I went to bed at around 10-ish, because I officially got 50% through the book, and I was, like, tired. I was like, I'll go to bed. And then didn't fall asleep until, like, 11. Woke up at the middle of the night at, like, 3. And then, woke up when my alarm went off at 7, and I went, I don't want to get up, but I have to get up because I have to edit the podcast, so then I got up at 7, and I've been up working since then.
The way I've been up for, like, I got up at 11, it's almost 2, and I've already basically done everything I wanted to do today.
Imagine having that ability. I still have to
I didn't have much to do today because I did a whole bunch yesterday.
True.
I had to do dishes, laundry, and read.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, to continue the intro. God, what is this episode? This is very much a stream of conscious podcast, very similar to how we just talk to each other on a daily basis. On today's episode,
yeah, I think they noticed.
Shut up. Today's episode is Nick and Charlie, which is not the episode we originally planned to do. This week for the extra episode. If you listen to, I believe, the first episode of the extra episodes, we planned to do Loveless. But someone, aka both of us, were stressed. I did start my reread of it. I am all the way through part 1. I've already started taking notes. So it will be a future episode at some point. I was gonna speed run
it and listen to it, and I had the audiobook, but by like normal means.
Yeah.
But it disappeared. So I was literally going to start it last night. I was like, it's not here. Where did it go?
It's okay. I prefer.
I literally updated the vlog and be like, hey vlog, I don't want to hold up my books because I'm lazy. Like, I don't want to hold my book and read because I'm lazy, so I'm going to start this audiobook instead. I lied to the vlog. I have to update the vlog and be like, hey. Hey.
But yeah, I've already started it. I've already took a page of notes. Also, that was the day that I was, like, really sick and I was gonna pass out, like, any moment. So trying to take notes while doing that, not a good time. So we decided to read this book instead. Technically, same author. So it's fine. But
we
shorter.
decided to read this book. I already read it twice.
You had already read it
this point in my life.
And you really like it, and you were like, we need to read a book for it. We need a short book that we can quickly read, and all this stuff. So you chose Nick and Charlie. I read it that one day. I read the first chapter, and then I read the other 5 chapters yesterday when we were supposed to record this episode. We're not talking about it. I did not take any notes. There is no summary online. We are just doing this from memory. But first, before we do that, I should...
Not much happens, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's a short book. It's 170-something pages.
But it's 170-something pages of emotional damage.
Yeah, basically. So
AKA anything Alice Oseman has ever written.
That's true. So, first content warnings. We have alcohol, eating disorder, sexual content, mental illness, and homophobia. Very minor homophobia. This does take place 2 years into the relationship of Nick and Charlie, so after Heartstopper. and whatnot. So just like know that if you don't want like any spoilers for Heartstopper, because there's like some stuff about things that happen in book 4 specifically, and whatnot.
If you haven't read Heartstopper up to the current volume of release and or keeping up with the webtoon, etc., why the fuck are you here? Respectfully, why are you listening to our podcast? The first episode was literally Heartstopper. Yes, it was based on the show, but like whatever. I've read the first volume of Heartstopper 27 million times because that was the only one I owned for the longest time. Okay, like if you're here and you don't like,
I know literally when you
Nick and Charlie, leave me alone.
I went, "Are you okay?" And then you said, "No."
You know me. Why are you asking that question?
I almost bought you one of the editions too for Christmas.
You know, I tweeted on Twitter, on my private Twitter account that you don't have for reasons. I'm like, Nick and Charlie. Not Nick and Charlie. Heartstopper Volume 2 and 3 are only $6 on Amazon right now. And my friend was like, hey, do you want them? I'm like, yes. But for some reason, they wouldn't work off my wish list. So I literally gave somebody on Twitter my address. And I was like, I wanted they're like, damn, you want that really bad, huh? I'm like, yes. Yes, hand it over. And then they arrived at my home, and I was like, hell yeah.
I mean, you gave me your address like a few weeks into our friendship, technically, because it was on the friendship bracelet.
Okay, well, it's different. I didn't meet you on Twitter, and I've seen your face.
True.
Your beautiful, lovely face.
Yeah, you saw a picture of it today, cuddling my dog.
Yes.
Right after that photo, my dog left me.
Good.
Oh, fuck you!
I love you. I did, in fact, screenshot that picture. It's a lovely picture.
Yeah, I know. I saw a notification that you did. I was like, oh, Instagram. I didn't know you screenshot photos. Or inform people when people screenshot photos. That's weird.
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. It's weird.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Instagram. But yeah,
I've already done. I'm on the last color of this set. Like, I've already done one. Like, I'm almost finished with the second section of the color things. Does that mean, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, I'm almost done for the second pass of the color pattern. And
we've almost been recording for 30 minutes, and we've gone far enough where we talked about the content warnings.
And we gotta stop in the middle to watch the premiere of the Wicker King vlog!
Yeah, that's happening in about an hour, isn't it?
I'm so excited. I feel so weird about it. I never thought I would utter the words the Wicker King vlog and have it actually be a thing.
I mean, I could watch it on the podcast channel if you wanted to. Do it on one channel on my computer, the other one on my phone.
We need to go. We need to start. We need to be serious.
So, this book switches back and forth with point of views pretty often between Nick and Charlie, and all that jazz throughout the chapters. Also, I don't know if all of Alice Osman's books are like this. Like, I want to read Solitaire now, because this is technically a sequel to Solitaire, which is about Tori, Nick's brother, or Charlie's brother. What am I talking about? Charlie's brother. Or sister. What am I talking about?
Like, girl. I just let it happen too.
Charlie's sister. There we go. But, like, the two Alice Osman, like, typical novel format books, that I've read are very fast and quick, and straight to, like, quick chapters, really fast to read.
Hold on. The only actual books, like, traditional books I've read by Alice have been the two novellas, This Winter and Nick and Charlie. And it's so weird to, like, read actual writing from them. Because I've read Heartstopper so many times. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's weird to have, like, actual substance. Words.
You know, Loveless is also very, very quick. Which I will talk about when you talk about that book eventually someday, because I, like, actually have a thing, in my notes about that. But yes, there's, like, 6 chapters in this. They're very fast. So, it's the last day of the last week of, like, actual being in school, for the school year, and then it's basically studying for what's basically finals in England land.
Hold on. Disclaimer. I am the residential Alice Osman stan but Rose is in fact leading this episode because Lord have mercy on my soul. Anyways, continue.
Okay. Where was it? Oh yeah, so it's like that point. It's also Nick's like last day. Because Nick is what in America is considered a senior. All this stuff. So they're all the basically year 13s, aka seniors, are throwing this whole party kind of.
I still don't understand the school system over there, but you know.
Yeah. I somewhat understand it, barely. So they're all like basically doing like an end of year, oh my god, we're graduating type celebration, where they've built a giant fort out of cardboard. They're all hanging out. They're all also celebrating in the theme of High School Musical. So
they also have a grill.
Yeah,
they're making food.
So there's like people are just playing music from High School Musical. Everyone's wearing either a Wildcats basketball or cheerleading outfit, and Charlie is upset Nick decided to wear the basketball outfit, not the cheerleading
Which
outfit.
is reasonable. But you know who does wear
Harry.
the cheerleader uniform?
Harry does. And you can see
Harry
a lot
Green.
of his thighs.
The used to be residential homophobe. He's wearing a cheerleader outfit.
Yeah, he's wearing a cheerleading outfit and is into the relationship of Nick and Charlie and loves how adorable they are. Yeah.
Growth, I guess.
Growth. I don't know where it came from, but it happened. So basically, Charlie is at school studying and whatnot, and one of the teachers has him go tell the seniors to like calm it down a little bit, because technically Charlie is something to do with like school leader and whatnot. So he's supposed to like
he's like the head boy or whatever.
Yeah. So he's supposed to go in and tell them to like calm down, and stop being so rambunctious all the time. Possibly don't use the grill so that if someone gets burnt, someone doesn't have to worry about it, all this stuff. And so Charlie goes, but like Charlie just goes to hang out, sees Nick, Nick and him hold hands. There's some stuff where Nick has a disposable camera and is taking a lot of photos and whatnot.
The photos throughout the book that it's true. They're so cute. Thank you.
But yes, it's very cute. But also, Charlie is very worried because Nick's going to be going off to uni soon. That's, I think, is 200 miles away, and Charlie's worried about being left behind, and the long distance thing and whatnot. But he doesn't want to bring it up because he feels like he's been an annoying boyfriend so far, and that like he has had to.
He feels emotions.
Yeah. And
he has issues occasionally.
Yeah. And that in like the very beginning of their relationship, he like pushed his mental health and eating disorder stuff onto Nick, because Nick was his partner, and whatnot, and he feels really
I mean, it's kind of hard not to, that situation. You're very close to said partner, and it's like, I mean, you can't hide that shit.
Nick was the first person to notice, like...
Because Nick paid attention to him! Yes. Like, Tori paid attention to a point, but, like, Tori's dealing with her own shit.
Yes.
And Oliver is baby, so...
No, listen, it's not until the end.
Tao's just too dumb to notice, respectfully.
Yeah, when Charlie ate the piece of the chocolate bar at the end of this book, you know, I may have, like, my heart may have melted a little bit. But yeah, so that's kind of like a theme, Charlie, not wanting to make Nick uncomfortable with his mental health, and his feelings about this, and Nick being super excited and not knowing that this upsets Charlie, about the possibility of going to uni, and all this stuff. And yeah, that's
no, because this whole thing could have been avoided if Charlie just would have talked to him, because Nick wouldn't have got...
Yep. So, basically, we learn, Nick and Charlie, very domestic. Very domestic. They spend every day after school together. They usually sleep over at one of the other one's houses. They're constantly hanging out. Whenever, there's literally, at this point, it's Nick's point of view, and there's like a list of all the things they do together whenever they're over at the other one's house, and it's like, play video games, do this stuff, like, they just hang out, watch videos, watch, movies, play video games, do homework, study, kiss, have sex, make pillow forts, have sex in the pillow forts that one time, That's very hard for me to remember. I was like, I gotta remember that fact. That's stuck in my brain forever now. What else? I don't know, some other things. Sometimes just sit there together, silently, cuddle, beautiful things.
Okay, when did it cut off?
I don't know when it cut off, but I know the last thing I was talking about was the list of things that Nick was listing off when he was like, ooh, we domestic. And the most important thing that I mentioned in that...
It was way before that when it cut off for me.
Too bad. Because I'm keeping in all that stuff that I listed off, because I will not remember saying it all again. But the most important one that I feel like I have to bring up again is the fact that they had sex in a pillow fort once.
Yeah.
So Nick goes to get food. Every time he gets a snack or whatever, he asks Charlie if he wants some. It's like a thing where like he recognizes that Charlie's better now. And like it's a constant battle that he has to deal with, cause mental health. And that he does eat meals at mealtime and whatnot, but like he never snacks like ever, but he still asks every time just in case, hoping that one day he says yes. Cough cough, he does at one point.
Hold on. Did you hear me scream about the fact that this wouldn't have happened if Charlie would have just talked to Nick? Because Nick would have been like, it's okay, let's talk about it.
That's one of the last things I heard you say, yes.
Okay. That's when it cut off for me, after I said that.
Yeah, I started talking about other things, and then I didn't hear any replies, and I was like, it's probably gonna crash soon, and the next thing I knew, it had crashed. So... Yeah,
I think it was my Wi-Fi, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it was your Wi-Fi, because mine's actually fine right now. Surprisingly. So yeah, that's happening. While Nick is downstairs, getting food, Charlie is on his computer scrolling through Tumblr.
Fuck Tumblr, honestly.
I know, right? And Nick comes up and sees that Charlie's kind of like uncomfortable with something, but when he asks about it, Charlie doesn't say anything and taps out the page. Nick notices that like it's probably just him on Tumblr. It doesn't really care because he doesn't have a Tumblr and all this stuff. And
Nick is so real for that.
Starts talking about uni stuff again. And so in order to distract him, Charlie kisses him, and then they start making out, and then they start more than making out, and then they go to bed.
That's still weird to think about, like, respectfully. Like, it's still jarring every single time. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. But then they cuddle and go to sleep, in bed together. Throughout this also, like, Nick has taken a bunch of photos of Charlie with a Polaroid camera, or disposable camera. So
literally all the pictures are basically of Charlie, and then like him and Charlie, and just like it's all Charlie, and it's fine. And then like a couple of the school.
Yeah. Then switches back to Charlie's POV, who did kiss Nick just to make him stop talking about uni. And all that stuff. And then also, and it's like, feels bad about being upset about him going to uni, because, like, he recognizes that Nick's really excited about going to uni. And feels bad that, like, he's, could almost, like, hold him back. And he's like, I kind of want him to, like, stay here and not go to uni. But, like, also, it's gonna be hard, and, like, all that stuff. And also, the stuff that he was looking at on Tumblr was a bunch of people in his asks being, like, trying to tell him how to live his life and telling him that long-distance relationships are very hard and they should just quit it, and that, this one person's like...
It's weird that they've been together so long.
Yeah, that they've been together since Charlie was, like, 14. This one person's like, everyone should be single in uni, that's when you get to slut it up. And I'm like, bitch, when did I slut it up?
I don't know, you did have, like, I don't know, a boyfriend who cheated on you or something, I don't know.
That is true, I did. I had 2 boyfriends in college.
You slutted it up in the wrong way, bestie.
I know, right? I had 2 boyfriends in college. One of them cheated on me, and then I had a very strong crush on this girl, who played rugby.
Fuck you and your rugby. I can't believe you literally looked me in the eyes and told me you had the chance to join rugby in high school and you fucking didn't. Like, shut the fuck up. Whatever.
She tried to get me to join and all.
You could have fulfilled the bisexual bubblegum rugby pipeline. But still, we just got the bisexual bubblegum pipeline.
I did rock climbing.
It's not gay enough. Rugby is gayer, apparently. I need an actual rugby player to confirm if rugby is gay or not. Thank you. I think it's gay.
I haven't heard anything otherwise. Literally, the one rugby
There's no
player
proof otherwise.
Lesbian, so you know.
I don't even know what rugby is. Like, yes, I've watched it in Heartstopper. That's about it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what's happening in this book. And then they go to a party. It's a good time. It's not. I'm okay.
Harry Green's party, because he throws banging parties, apparently.
Yeah, and it's like the celebration of graduation party and all this stuff. And there's usually like a theme of how these parties go. Instantly Charlie seems to be in a bad mood. Charlie. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention before this. So when they woke up in the morning, because Charlie is gonna go to school to study, because he does better when he studies in school. I get that. So his alarm goes off and all this stuff. And there's this whole cute scene where Nick's trying to make it so he doesn't go back to school, because he's like, no, I want you to stay here with me, and it's so cute, and yeah. But while at school, one, he sees more Tumblr messages about it. Two, he talks
Charlie,
to his friends
this is a message for Charlie Spring and Charlie Spring only. Never log on to Tumblr ever again. Save yourself. Come hang out with me.
Yes. Aled says that they're Nick and Charlie. There's no way they're gonna break up. Did you talk to Nick about this? All this stuff. And how Teo and Elle are still together and they're both going off to college and all this stuff. Cough cough. So good times. And then, so, he's kind of upset about it, kind of in a bad mood. Nick notices that he's in a bad mood. He tries to ask him about it, but he doesn't say anything. And he's like, I think he's angry. I mean, I don't know why. They go to this party.
That was painful.
Instantly, Charlie takes a shot and then drinks multiple vodka lemonades. And honestly,
I need to
Charlie,
scream
what are
with
you
the
doing?
fact. Yes, but I also need to scream with the fact that the first time Charlie had alcohol was in Paris and he had a vodka lemonade.
I gotta question Charlie on his decisions, because vodka lemonade, not good. When you could have vodka iced tea, it's much better. Okay? That's what I drank when I was in college.
Personally, I would probably get something fruity with vodka, thank you.
That does sound like you, yes. Actually, that's what I'm having to drink tonight.
I don't drink underage. No, I haven't drank since 14.
That's what
I'm not gonna lie.
having tonight for drinks. We're gonna do, because it's very hot and humid, we have a bunch of frozen berry, and fruit stuff, so we're gonna blend it up with some vodka, and that's what we're gonna have. Basically,
the frozen Dailies drinks?
Yes.
I used to eat them shits up. My mom was just like, yeah, you want one? I'm like, yeah. Okay.
You are underage. You're not even 20 yet. What are you talking about?
I was 14, 15 when this was going on. I haven't drank since 14 or 15.
Listen, same.
My brother was drinking when he was 7 or 8, so... he would full on just drink whiskey out the bottle by the time he was 16, so...
That's me now. No, my great-grandmother, when I was 14, 15, started giving me...
I live in Texas, are you surprised?
No. No,
my mother drank beer with her meals when she was 7 or 8, okay?
Yeah. No,
because not only am I from Texas, a portion of my family is from West Virginia.
Oh, no. Country roads.
Yeah, I hate that fucking song, because my mom's always like, country roads, take me home to West Virginia. I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself.
Dude, my sister didn't think Mountain Mama was a line in that song until I brought it up, and she was like, that's not an actual line, that's not the actual line, and then she had to look it up, and I was right, and I was like, I know this song.
I don't know the word. Those are the only words I know from that song. Every time I hear that song, I black out.
I believe in you. But
this episode is so...
Anyways, back to the book we're supposed to be talking about. We've almost been recording for an hour already.
And we have to stop.
And
we have to stop at 60 minus... Yeah.
Yes.
I'm 60 minus 2 is 40! I'm okay.
You're okay. We've already talked about how you're double gay, so you can't do math or drive. I almost brought out my fingers. 60 minus Yeah. No,
At least I know how many minutes are an hour.
I'm so proud. I'm so proud, Bessie.
Can you tell I dropped out of high school?
Yes. It's okay. I love you.
But can you tell what year I dropped out?
No.
Good.
Yeah, so Charlie's drinking a lot. Nick's like, my dude, and then Charlie tries to kiss him, which is like not a thing they normally do. Mostly, the most PDA they do is holding hands, which is like a big thing for them, because like initially Charlie was not big into PDA because he didn't want to make other people uncomfortable, but like when people make like faces at them about it, he like does it more now, and it's like this big thing. Very cute, we love that. But he's like trying to kiss Nick in public, and Nick's like, what the fuck? And then he's like, I want to bang in the bathroom at it later, and Nick's like, what the fuck?
I was also like, Charlie, what the fuck, bestie?
Yeah. Basically, there are a bunch of people dancing in a basement or something. Charlie ends up there, but he's like too drunk to like stand, so he's just sitting up against the wall. Aled comes up to him and he's like, hey, I'm sorry that you're sad. I'm sorry I told you about Teo and Elle. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's like, oh, Teo and Elle broke up. And then Charlie thinks, oh my god, if they broke up, I'm gonna break up. Does Nick want to break up? All this stuff. Constant anxiety spiral. You know, the good times.
It's worse because he's drunk.
Yep. Listen, I understand. I am the same way, where sometimes you're in an anxiety spiral, and then to try to numb your brain, you're like, oh, let me just do a little drink, and then your brain's like, ha, guess what? No.
I don't know that feeling.
I do. I know it too well.
I don't drink anymore. I don't like drinking no more.
I believe you.
I'd rather not be an alcoholic.
Yeah.
That runs in my family. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, not the lore.
Not the lore. Don't worry, it runs in mine too.
I can tell.
Yeah. There is good times. Eventually Nick comes down and finds him, and he's like, oh my god. I think like earlier he found Charlie, and Charlie was being a little weird, so he left again. Left him on his own again. So he takes him upstairs to like this greenhouse consortium type thing, because it's raining outside, and they're talking. And Nick's like,
Nick is scared of storms.
Yes. And Charlie's
and
like, do you want to break up?
He's so baby girl.
Nick gets so angry at him because he thinks that Charlie wants to break up with him, and Charlie's trying to ask if he wants to break up with him. And so by the end of this fight, basically, Nick thinks Charlie wants to break up with him, and Charlie didn't get an answer from Nick that wasn't in anger, so he thinks Nick wants to break up with him. And
I need everyone to know Nick said fuck at least 20 times, and he's so real for that. But like,
and then
I'm in pain.
When he storms out, he runs into Teo, and he blames Teo because like he blames the fact that like Teo and Elle broke up. And so
he literally said fuck you to Tao. Like,
yeah.
Scary. Big, scary, muscly rugby player just said fuck you to a little tiny nerd boy. I would be running for my life.
So he storms out, goes outside in the rain, gets in his car because he's like the designated driver, and sits there for like a good long while, hoping Charlie comes out. But he doesn't. And he's very sad.
He sits there even though he's scared of the storm.
Yes. He wakes up the next morning, and Charlie is at home. Basically, Tori is in the same class as Nick, so she was also there, and one of her friends drove them home. And all this stuff. He's not in a good mood. He tells her eventually what happened, and she's like, dude, fucking call him. And then they don't talk for weeks.
I'm in pain! Thank you.
I would like to ask the gods, who the fuck allowed this shit to happen? Yeah.
Yes.
So basically,
there's
Nick,
gonna be so many clippable parts in this episode.
Honestly. So, basically, during this time, Nick, thinks that Charlie broke up with him. So he's like, we broke up.
I'm gonna kill myself.
He's like crying. He's like cocooned. His mom's like super upset, and then gets, him pizza. We love that.
He's like, you want pizza? He's like, yeah.
So, like, they're super sad. Nick's even going, like, through a spiral almost, because he's just, like, playing video games. Like, he just lists off all the things he's doing.
Okay, the only parent
he's, like, playing
that's valid and
video games,
Heartstopper.
watching movies for 5 hours, and I'm like, this is just me.
The only valid parent and Heartstopper, in the whatever universe you want to call this, is Nick's mom. I unfortunately cannot remember her name off the top of my head right now.
I can't either. Yeah, so, he's real upset. Also, he spends, like, a whole hour trying to find his disposable camera. Can't find it. That comes up later. Yeah, so Nick's spending this time in, like, a depression spiral. He tries to talk to Tori about it. Tori's like, talk to him. He doesn't. Eventually, one of Nick's friends is like, hey, you guys are, like, Nick and Charlie, and you always...
It's Sai. I love Sai.
Yes, and it's like, you guys, like, love each other. Stop being idiots. And
he's like, what do you know? You've never been in a relationship. And Sai's like, well.
Yeah. Yeah. And at the same time, Tori is telling Charlie the same things, all this stuff. So Charlie eventually finds the disposable camera in between, or Tori finds it and gives it to Charlie, and Charlie recognizes it. So he takes it to work, and then after work one day he takes it to
because he works at a little cafe and he's so real for that. The gay barista we all want.
Takes it to the place to like get the photos.
It's like a drugstore there, but it has like a really weird name.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like Rite Aid like that. But also before this,
we don't have Rite Aids down here, or at least around me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Teo tells Charlie that when they had that whole fight, Nick had stormed out and was like really angry and seemed upset and like
he was so angry. It's so sad.
So at this point, Charlie recognizes, wait a second, Nick didn't want to break up. So why are we broken up?
In my head, they've never broken up.
Time. So he gets the photos out of the camera and all the stuff, and he starts sending pictures. He looks through them all, and he literally cries over them. Most of them are of Charlie. There's this one of Charlie just sleeping in Nick's bed, and
it sounds so beautiful. I want this picture to exist so I can glue it into my eyelids.
Okay. Charlie knows that Nick is not a very artistic person, but like spent a lot of time just taking photos of Charlie, and all this stuff.
Because he loves them! They're boyfriends! Sorry, I'm okay.
And he doesn't mind them. So he starts trying to do this big gesture where he takes photos of the photos, or takes screenshots from his Tumblr or Instagram or whatever, and photos on his phone of them together, and sends them to Nick. Periodically over time, and Nick sees them, but then stops seeing them. But then we go to Nick's point of view, and we learn that he dropped his phone down the stairs like a week or two ago, and because of that, or a week or two before they quote-unquote broke up, and because of that, his phone won't load photos, so they just look like empty text messages, and he doesn't know what they are, and he stopped looking at them because, he, has turned off his phone because he's upset,
it's painful to see Charlie messaging him.
Yeah. And so, and then his mom calls him down because he's got a letter in the mail. Basically, Tori talked Charlie into doing a big gesture where he sends it in the mail. So he takes all the photos from the disposable camera and puts it in a envelope, and puts Nick's name on it and puts it to their letterbox and whatever. So Nick has them all now and sees all of them, and there's this message that says, meet me here at the tennis court on this day, all this stuff. Right? So, the way they're doing finals at the same time, as all this is happening, I could never. So, Charlie, is there that day waiting for Nick, and, he is, like, scared that Nick's not gonna show up. Where did I leave off for you?
You were explaining, the pictures and to giving them, giving them to And then the mailbox, yeah.
In the mailbox, so Nick opens up the envelope. His mom's like, "What is it?" And he's like, "It's from Charlie," because he instantly recognizes his handwriting. And his mom's like, "Oh my God, open it, open it, open it!" An icon. So he opens it. And there are all the photos. And also a message to meet Charlie at this time and date for like at the tennis court, I believe, something like that. I don't.
Yes, because there's like a school thing going on for like then there's like games and stuff for like kids and families.
So Charlie is waiting there the next day. At the time, he's worried that it won't show up, that Nick didn't read the letters, that Nick just threw it away not knowing who sent it.
And he bought him chocolate. Don't forget he bought him chocolate.
Oh yeah, he also bought him chocolate. His favorite chocolate.
Oreo milk bar or something.
Yeah.
The way I remember the exact type of fucking chocolate Nick Nelson loves. I brought this book twice.
When he got the camera photos and all that stuff, he did that. So he's standing there waiting, and eventually Nick does come through, and he's like, "Oh my God, he's so attractive." But instead, what they say is, "Hi, hi,
hi." I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm normal.
Are you sure about that?
If I say it enough, it'll happen, right?
No.
Wow, you don't believe in manifestation?
No.
Okay, good to know.
Take your lithium and then say it.
I did, thank you.
Oh, because you'll be a real battery out here.
I took it this morning when I woke up. I took my lithium, I took a regular vitamin, I took my hair, skin, and nail vitamins. My hair stopped falling out as much. Thank God.
Did not take my pain meds that I was supposed to take.
I'm in your fucking walls. Take your fucking pain medicine.
It's literally less than a foot away from me, and I'm not taking them. It's fine. I'm better now. I'm better now.
Hook that up? No, I didn't. Okay.
But yeah.
I don't think I did. But if I did, oh well. It's the only fuck up so far this bracelet. I'm pretty far into it.
So, Charlie, is all like, "Hi." Basically, he was like, "I wasn't sure if you were to show up because you weren't replying to my messages." And Nick's like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know what these were, because like, you know when my phone fell down the stairs at one time? Yeah, I can't see messages sometimes now." So he shows up, and it's like, "Oh my God, well, this is what they were, all these random photos of you and me." And he like feels embarrassed about it, and then Nick's like, "Can I see them?" And so he shows him, and he's like really into them. And then, yeah, it's very cute. We love that. Basically, they get back together. They both recognize that neither one of them wanted to break up, and Charlie was worried about the long distance and felt bad about feeling bad about it. They
realized all they needed to do was talk to each other.
Yes. He just needed like 5 minutes of reassurance, and that's fucking it. And I want to hug them and also slap them, cause like,
yes.
You wasted weeks of your time. But yeah, they get back together basically. And it's understood between the two of them that they are stronger together than they've ever been because of this. And all that. And then they go to Nick's house. And then they kiss.
And then they bang!
I was just gonna say it's very important for the audience to know that they use condoms, because safe sex is important.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I was gonna say, instead of just yelling they bang. Like a lunatic.
Well, I was in literally, like, the actual loony bin for 3 months of my life as a teenager.
They go to their beach and hang out.
Like, not the temporary loony bin, like the major loony bin.
Yes. They go to their beach. Very cute. I love that scene in the show. We don't need to talk about it. Everyone watched that.
They're boyfriends.
Yeah. Yes, they are. They question if they're weird for being so in love and just being teenagers, but then they're like, yeah, we are weird, but like, that's fine. Also, I forgot to mention, when they were at the school at the tennis thing, Majiggy, right? Charlie's like, I also got you this chocolate bar. when I was doing the photo stuff, and he's all like, "Oh, thanks. You want a bite?" Like he does every time, and always, every single time, Charlie says no. But this time, even though Charlie is slightly uncomfortable by it, Charlie says yes, and he eats a bite of his chocolate bar.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm not crying. I'm not. There's not tears in my eyes.
The character grows.
There's not tears in my eyes.
As you can tell, we love these bitches.
That's an understatement.
I know you rated this book 5 stars and you've read it multiple times already.
Yeah, and I bought it in February, so.
Yeah. I rated it 4.5 stars. It's a good time. It's good soup. There's not much that happens plot-wise. It's very much more character stuff, so, like, there's not much to talk about for this.
AKA everything I eat up.
Yes. But I didn't
no
find
thoughts, head empty, just vibe.
All the time.
Of people. People vibe.
People vibes. Yes, me as the plot bitch, totally.
Oh, it just got really windy, so if I die,
I'll know why. I'll just close off.
I mean, I could just switch to the hotspot on my phone.
True.
Because I have 2 phones. I don't know why I feel like that.
So do I, technically. But yeah, no,
The fuck? Why did I know that?
I've told you this before, guys. I have my really old phone to use when I want to listen to music. So.
Oh yeah. I'm stupid. Never mind. I know. I just forgot it did.
Though, because my headphones broke, so only one earbud works now. The dongle for my phone only works on one earbud sometimes, but it's like the earbud that is the only earbud that works now, so like I don't have to like finagle with it a bunch to like try to make both earbuds work, because no matter what, the other one's not gonna work anyways. So I've been using my normal phone more often. Oh my god, I just got notified Stingray's Stupid Decisions. It has a premiere coming up in 30 minutes, or is that now? No, it's premieres in 29 minutes. That's coming in soon.
I also have that notification.
So, anything else you want to say about this book before we close off this episode? So we will go watch that.
Nick and Charlie, my beloved.
Yes.
That's all.
Another thing. The second half of the book, I listened to Dover Beach the whole time.
The best song that is used in Heartstopper, besides Want Me. We love Baby Queen.
It's a good time.
We love Baby Queen.
Listening to, because we were talking about it the day before when I read the first chapter, and I was like, now I have just the song stuck in my head, like, just like the tune of it. So then, like, first thing in the morning, I read the second chapter, and then I read the third chapter while I was doing face mask. And so after that,
you're so real for that.
And then after that, I read the second half of the book while just sitting in bed, and I listened to that song just on repeat on my phone. Well, I did that.
I love my influence. You listen to actual music because of me.
Yeah, sometimes. I occasionally do.
Like Xana?
Yeah. I haven't listened to Xana in like 4 days. That's how you can tell I'm going through a breakdown.
Are you okay, bestie? Do you need a hug?
No, I need to...
Can I get you anything?
Jump out a window.
I mean, you can. I wouldn't recommend it, though. PSA, don't jump out a window. Do you remember the time what's the fucking lyric? Fucking hell, I'm not emo. I'm a fake emo. Broke your foot from jumping out the second story window. I'm not okay. Did you ever listen to My Chemical Romance?
No.
Yeah, I should have known. There's a lyric in one of the songs. It's like, do you remember when you broke your foot jumping out the second story window? Yeah.
I listened to
I like My Chemical Romance, but not like that. What?
I listened to the Lord of the Rings soundtrack.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, I don't know how you'll feel about this, because I know The Hobbit is, like, in that whole section, but people not like that one as much or something, I don't know. But there's a song on the soundtrack called I See Fire by Ed Sheeran. I actually really like that song, so if that makes you feel better, I technically like something that's connected to that universe. Does that make you feel better?
No, the Hobbit movie's not good. The best part about the Hobbit movies is Benedict Cumberbatch playing the dragon. And it's just way better to see behind the scenes of him in, like, that whole, like, the suit, crawling on the ground. Because, it's CGI, so, like, He's literally crawling on the ground, saying the lines, and it's so funny. God. But yeah, they killed the dragon in like 5 minutes, so what's the fucking point? I am still mad. I'm mad. It's been years. I was in high school when this happened. I'm still mad.
That's a long time ago. You're old.
I know.
I say as if I'm not only, 3 years younger than you, basically? 3.5?
Yeah. No.
I don't fucking know math.
4.
Or whatever. I told you I don't know math!
I forgot I'm 24 now. It's easy to remember you're younger than my sister. It should just be so easy.
How old is your sister?
21.
Oh. Well, I'm trying to, yeah. I turn 20 in a couple months. I don't like it here.
Yeah. How are we gonna party?
This is the last year I'm gonna be able to scare Gerard away. Because you don't get that joke either. It's because they have a song called Teenagers. You know the one song that's like, teenagers scare the living shit out of me. That song? That's by My Chemical Romance. And Gerard Way is the lead singer of My Chemical Romance. Why can't you be emo? Why am I friends with non-emo people?
I did go through a goth phase in middle school, if that helps.
No, because respectfully, emo is better. Although I do admire goth and goth people, goth culture. Okay, they're cool, but like emo's cooler because goth is more chill, and I'm not chill. I'm mentally ill.
Really, we couldn't tell.
We're really coming at each other's throats today.
Where's my more volcano erupting videos?
Shut the fuck up. You know, I'm gonna go on YouTube and actually watch one to find Incendio, I swear to God. Instead of just gifts.
When you sent that to me, I was laughing so hard. I was like, hell yeah. Good times.
Lava's so pretty. I want to stick my hands in it, but I would die.
I know, right?
So.
My chemical burn is itching.
Have we stopped recording, or what?
No, it's still recording.
Okay, good. I got a decent way through the bracelet if anyone's curious.
Oh.
I would show you a picture, but you wouldn't be able to differentiate between the colors.
That is true.
Just know it's pretty.
Okay. What colors are it? Proper English.
It's, you know how I have some ombre strings and some regular?
Yes.
There's like a greeny blue. It's not really turquoise, but it's like a greeny blue still. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Ombre one, that's like, the light is at the top and it's pretty dark right now. And then I have a purple one that's also ombre and it's still pretty light right now. And then I have a darker blue one and a medium blue.
Did I tell you I learned teal is a real color recently?
Why wouldn't it be a real color?
I thought it was just something people made up.
What? I mean, technically everything's something people made up, but like, yes. What the fuck do you mean?
I thought when people said this was teal, I thought they were just saying it's blue.
'Cause you're colorblind, yeah.
Yeah. So my sister told me teal is something different than blue, and I had a whole freak out about it. And she's like, wait a second, you thought I was fucking lying the whole time when I said my favorite color is teal? Because that's her favorite color. And I was like, yeah, I thought you were just saying your favorite color is blue.
In my head, teal is a shade of blue, and so is turquoise. But that's just me in my head. Even though they're technically two colors mixed together, which is blue and green.
They look exactly the same to me.
Well, they don't look the same, I promise.
Light blue to me. I don't understand.
They have blue in them, that's why.
I know they have blue in them, because Pearl explained this to me, and I was like, hello?
So many colors have blue in them.
Over it.
Yes, turquoise is a real color, teal is a real color, and they're not just blue, bestie.
God, I can't believe this. It's real fun. Anyways.
The way I haven't probably made a bracelet in like a year, and now I'm making bracelets like a year later is kind of funny.
I love that for you. Anything else to say before I stop recording?
No. Watch my vlog. Watch the Wicker King vlog. Thank you.
Next week.
It'll be out. It's out. You can watch it, whatever.
No. No, I'm saying watch it next week because that's when the K and Crew month is for the podcast. Oh, that's something. I'll do it the next episode because the next episode is going to be the last of the month anyway. So we can talk about the July month plans for the podcast.
Translation, everybody read the fucking Wicker King so you can listen to this fucking episode. It's going to be the longest episode of all fucking time because I'm normal in my head.
It's explicit because you just said fuck a dozen times. It's not like we said
I've said fuck 27 times already!
We talked about condoms, so, like, it's fine.
You should stop. You told me to shut the fuck up in, like, the beginning of the episode, so.
That sounds about right, yeah. You think I remember an hour ago? No.
Get that checked out, bestie.
No.